Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the ASCII value of a character and a string. Alright, so here I have a class called main, and inside of that class, I have my main method. Okay, so these are two different things, main class and main method. This could really be called anything, but this main method, there's only one in your whole application. Okay, alright, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and create a character variable or char variable, and we'll call this variable x, and we'll assign it the value of a. Now remember, characters have to be surrounded by single quotes, just like this. Okay. All right. So to get the ASCII value of a character is super easy. Uh, so let me just print out the character. Okay. And I'll go ahead and run the application. And you'll see that it prints A to the console window, right? Pretty simple. All right, so to get the ASCII value of that character, we simply do this. And what this is doing is it's converting the character into its integer equivalent, okay? And that's basically what's giving you the ASCII value. So you'll see that if I go ahead and run it, we get 97, okay? So I like to think of this as sort of not a multiplication, but basically it's a conversion. So you're converting the character into an integer, okay? All right, so the next thing is, let's say we have a string, right? And the value of that string is, let's just say it's goober, right? Okay, so to get the value of every character in here, we need to use some sort of loop, okay? And for something like this, I would use a for loop. So if you remember how to create a for loop, you start with the word for, and then inside of the parentheses, there's three parts. First, you create the variable for your index, right? So int I equals 0, and then as long as I is less than the length of the string, okay, so it's gonna check the length, and then the third part is the incrementer. So we want to increment every time it iterates through the string, right? Okay, now inside, you can go ahead and reuse this. We're going to paste that inside, just like that. But this right here, we're going to modify it just a bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the string, and then there's a method here called char at, or character at. And if you specify the index of where you want the application to look at, so like the index of the string, so this would be index 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So it'll grab whatever character is in that current index, and then because it's wrapped in this print statement, it'll print it out to the console window. So let's go ahead and just run that to see how it works. And you'll see that because it's looping through every character in this string here, goober, it's going to print out G, then O, O, B, E, R, okay? Because we have everything here in the loop. So remember, we start off with 0, and then as long as I, okay, which right now is 0, as long as I is less than the length of this string, okay, so the length of this string is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, we're counting the length, okay, not the index. So it's 6. As long as I is less than 6, keep going. Okay, so increment by 1. So then it goes to the first index, okay, because it starts off at 0, and then it prints that out, okay? And then it does a check. Now that, I is 1 less than 6, the total length? Yes. Okay, so then it does this, and so on. Okay, so it prints O-O-B-E-R, just like that. Okay. All right, but we don't have the ASCII values of these characters. So what we need to do is we need to add um, basically the same line of code here, just like that. Okay. We're going to add an equal sign as a string just so we can separate the character from its value. So this is going to print G, right? In this case, G equals. And then here, instead of printing G, we're going to get its ASCII value by converting it into an int. Because strings are technically just characters. It's a string of characters. If we look at the whole thing, it's a string. But if we look at just one of the letters, it'll treat it as a character. So that's why this conversion here works, okay? Because we're only looking at one at a time. So if we go ahead and run this, you'll see that we get the ASCII value for each character like that. Okay, and you'll see that it's working correctly because O here is represented as 111, and this O is also represented as 111. Okay. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.